No transmission, no tailpipe. As this company video shows, the dash is dominated by a computer that's constantly connected to the internet. It has a fanatical following. There's a waiting list that Elon Musk is trying to shorten, building 600 Model S's a week in this high-tech plant in Northern California.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How is it possible that Elon Musk could launch two impossible businesses, SpaceX, a builder of rocket ships, and Tesla, which could be the first successful car company startup in America in 90 years? How did you figure you were going to start a car company and be successful at it?
Well, I didn't really think Tesla would be successful. I thought we would most likely fail. But I thought that we at least could address the false perception that people had that an electric car had to be ugly and slow and boring like a golf cart.
But you say you didn't expect the company to be successful, then why try?
If something's important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure.
But at the age of 37, he hit rock bottom. His first rockets failed to reach orbit, and an early model Tesla Roadster had quality problems. In 2008, the rocket company is not going well. You've had 3 failures.
Great.
The car company is hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
And the American economy has tanked in the worst recession since the Great Depression.
Right.
What was that year like for you?
And I'm getting divorced, by the way, to add to that. That was definitely the worst year of my life.
That terrible year was captured in a documentary called Revenge of the Electric Car. His plant was filled with flawed cars that couldn't be delivered.
Cars we rejected for,
Holy mackerel. Jesus. We have like an army of cars here. Like, Jesus.
I'm looking like we're going to be able to deliver 4 cars to the sales team.
This is frightening. It's really pedal to the metal here. Like, I mean, you know, each month that passes is literally costs us tens of millions of dollars. I mean, we need to appreciate that.
To save Tesla, Musk needed millions more from investors. His fortune was gone.
When we'd call people and say, hey, would you like to invest? They'd be angry that we just called. It's like, no, it's not only no, and you know, various expletives.
He was essentially broke.
Oh yeah, in debt, more than broke.
More than broke.
Yeah.
I remember waking up the Sunday before Christmas in 2008 and thinking to myself, man, I never thought I was someone who could ever be capable of a nervous breakdown. But I felt this was the closest I've ever come. Because it seemed pretty dark.
T-minus 30 seconds, mark.
Toward the end of 2008, SpaceX prepared its 4th attempt.
We were running on fumes at that point. We had virtually no money.
So a 4th failure.
A 4th failure would have been absolutely game over.
Done.
Done.
SpaceX bankrupt.
Yeah, it's bad enough to have 3 strikes. Having 4 strikes, it's kaput.
But Flight 4 was flawless. In Musk's world, it lit the darkness. Then, as often, the week of Christmas became a time when little boy dreams are answered.
NASA called and told us that we'd won a $1.5 billion contract. And I couldn't even hold the phone. It's like, I just blurted out, I love you guys.
They saved you.
Yeah, they did.
Financially and maybe even emotionally.
I'll tell you what, that was definitely helpful. Yeah.
2 days later, on Christmas Eve, Tesla's investors decided to pour in more money. So you were saved in the period of 3 days.
Yeah.
By 2 completely unexpected events.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's important to Musk is reducing greenhouse gases, which he believes threaten the world. The Tesla will go about 250 miles on a charge, and Musk is building a network of charging stations where the driver pays nothing for a fill-up. He hopes to make the stations largely solar-powered one day. This is what stands in the way. This slab, covered in plastic, is the battery.
So this is essentially the bottom of the car. The front wheels would be there, the rear wheels would be right here. It fills up the entire bottom of the car.
That's right.
This is how it fits into the bottom of the chassis. Trouble is, the battery's so expensive, Musk can't build a $35,000 car with acceptable range. To make Tesla successful, he must reinvent battery manufacturing. Musk has just announced a $5 billion factory to be built in the U.S., which he says will make more lithium-ion batteries than all the other plants on Earth combined. With technology dates to his childhood in South Africa.
He just found everything interesting. He wanted to explore everything, you know, knocked his teeth out because he was just falling off stuff. Kimball too, actually.
We spoke with his mother, May, sister Tosca, and brother, Kimball.
He's a guy with unlimited ambition.
Ambition to do what?
Not a typical type of ambition. It's more like he just needs to be constantly, his mind just needs to be constantly fulfilled. And the problems that he takes on, therefore, need to become more and more complex over time in order to keep him interested.
He's at SpaceX 3 days a week, 2 days at Tesla, and weekends are at home with his 5 sons from his first marriage and his second wife, Tallulah, whom he met in London.
It all happened very fast. We were engaged after, I think, sort of two weeks of knowing each other, and I was 22, and there were all these boys, and it was, which was the best part. And it was fast, and then we were in it.
You knew each other 2 weeks?
Something like that.
Before you got engaged?
Something like that.
What was so attractive?
Oh, he was very charming and definitely the most interesting and eccentric person I have ever met.